Well, as you can hear, the 3D printer is going, and one of the things that happens often is when I'm working on a project, I'm buying stuff. I'm buying stuff either for the project or I'm buying stuff because I needed something else on the computer to help me work on the project. I just buy a lot of stuff, and the stuff I bought today was the VictSing Wireless Mouse. This is a mouse that's about $35 on Amazon, and it claims to allow you to connect to multiple devices. It does have a USB dongle, so it's 2.4 gigahertz capable, but it's also Bluetooth, which will allow us to connect again to Bluetooth devices. But you can connect to 2 or 3 devices simultaneously and move between them. So I thought this was a good mouse for me to try. And what I'm going to do now in this video is we're just going to unbox it or open the box on this thing. And then what I'm going to do is go through a pairing and do a first use. I'm not going to spend a lot of time beyond that. It won't be a comprehensive review, but if you're thinking about the VictSing wireless mouse, this might be the video you're looking for, just so you know what you're getting in the box. All right, so let's open it up and see what we have inside and connect it to our computer. Okay, we have the Amazon box, and I've got the top open so you can't see the address, and inside we have the VictSing white box, some bright colors on the front. Let's take a look around here to the back. That's what the mouse looks like. A little hard to get that open right there. Now let's pull out this plastic molded sleeve, and it looks like I have it upside down. Let's turn that back over. There we go. There's the mouse. We can see the dongle. Looks like it does come with a USB cable for charging. Pull this out of the plastic. Very nice feel. I like the rubberized grip on the side for the thumb. Here's the cable. This is a standard micro USB cable, unfortunately not USB-C. This is the 2.4 gigahertz USB adapter. Remember, it is both Bluetooth and USB. I say that over and over because I don't think a lot of people realize this. And inside here we have just a basic getting started. Not sure why we have all of this wrapped in another piece of plastic, but let's see what we have here. We have our wireless mouse setup card. Here we go. Let's scan a barcode and get some free stuff. I like free stuff. Well, more stuff to add to my stuff. We'll have to take a look at that. Join the VictSing VIP. Oh, sure, that's a real group of characters there, the VIP club. Inside, we can continue to take a little review here of our reminder card. I can't get this thing open, forget it. I'm just, there we go, okay. And the reminder is how to connect to multiple devices. Remember, you can connect this up to 3 different devices, 2 Bluetooth and 1 USB dongle. That's pretty nice. Here's our FAQ, frequently asked questions for the wireless mouse. Again, can't get this one open either. Open up, there we go. And wow, looks pretty much like what we just opened before, but with not much more information. So we'll just put that to the side. Here's our on-off switch. There is our connection buttons and our lasers. We like lasers. There we go. This is the mouse I did have and was using, the one that kind of died on me. I'm replacing the Microsoft Bluetooth with the VictSing. The buttons on the VictSing are a little softer, they're not quite as clicky. There are 6 total buttons on this mouse. It'll be interesting to see how I can, or if I can actually program those. Supposedly, this thing will last for up to a year on a charge. Time will tell. Plug in our micro USB cable to the front of the mouse, and then I have a USB charger right over here to the left. I'll go ahead and plug that in. And when I plug it in, we have our power light. When the light goes off, that means that the mouse is charged. I'm not sure how long that'll take, probably a couple hours. We'll let that go. Turning it back on, you can turn it on while it's charging. Good to know. Like the feel in the hand, has a good ergonomic feel. It's not an ergonomic mouse, but I do like that little lip on the side for your thumb to fit in. Now, let's go ahead and see if we can pair this with a device. Here are the instructions. I did need to read those to understand how it works. First thing you have to do is, of course, turn on the mouse. And then we need to press and hold a button for 3 seconds so that the light flashes. So here we go. And you can see our Bluetooth light is flashing, which means it's ready for pairing. So let's go to, in my case, the Mac. We're going to see if we can pair this with a Mac computer. I do have my touchpad already set up. We're going to search for that specific mouse. It should pop up here. There we go. It is there. So now we're going to go ahead and connect that device. Takes just to say, oh, that was pretty quick. And looks like we're off and running. We're running to the races. Nice feel, good scroll, has a nice smooth movement. Let's go ahead and try out some of the features here. Let's go ahead and make some adjustments. I typically like to have my tracking speed pretty quick. And you see that we have a scroll speed that we can change. The normal Mac features are available, but none of the additional buttons, unfortunately, are available. So I'll have to play with that at a later time and see if I can program those additional buttons to do additional things on a Mac. I also use Linux and Chrome OS. It'd be interesting to try it out on those devices. Again, won't cover that during this video, though. All right, I'm going to go ahead and bring up a couple of things here. You can see the up-down scroll wheel works. Nothing on the side. Buttons, looks like, okay, it looks like buttons are, the one button is back and the top button is forward. Then I'm referring to those buttons right next to that scroll wheel. And that's the horizontal scroll wheel. All right, we're going to bring up Audacity. And what I wanted to see is if I can use the horizontal scroll to scroll and scrub through a timeline of audio. Oh, that's going to be nice. Okay, so I can horizontally scroll through audio in a timeline. I'm going to assume that I can also do this in my video software, DaVinci Resolve, and it should scroll through the timeline as well. That in itself will make this a welcome addition to my arsenal of input tools on my Mac. Okay, well that completes my open the box for the VictSing Model PC253A as in Alpha mouse, multi-wireless mouse. Again, Bluetooth and 2.4 gigahertz with the dongle if you want to use that. I'll primarily be using it for the Bluetooth. Haven't had a lot of time to use it, only a couple of days now, but what I will say is not bad. It feels really well made. I do, as I mentioned earlier, I love this rubberized area right here that gives you really good grip. It feels really good in the hands. It has good precision. I've had a few lags on my Mac, I will say that. I'm not sure why I've had a few lags. I think it could be some interference, but I'm going to see if I can clean that up. I don't fault the mouse because when I did connect it to my Chrome OS device, it worked fine. And by the way, that multi-pairing to multiple devices is right here. That is pretty slick, so I recommend that as well. So the reason I bought it was I had this old Bluetooth mouse that has given up the ghost, as we say, and it was time for it to get away. Plus, this one I had to change batteries on it regularly, and I did use rechargeables, but this will at least let me plug in and recharge, and time will tell how much use I get out of it. But overall, very pleased. If you have questions or want to know more about it or my experiences later, make sure that you use the comments below to post those questions. Also, remember to hit subscribe, hit alert, hit all that stuff, like down there, all that stuff at the bottom. Make sure you do all that so that you don't miss another episode where I buy some stuff and I open the box and I share the stuff that I purchased. And meanwhile, I'm going to get back to this really cool project I've got going. So you're going to want to make sure and subscribe if you want to know what that is. The 3D printer has been going nonstop for the last 4 or 5 days, and I'm excited to share with you what's going on back here. But hopefully you enjoyed this little distraction along the way of the VictSing mouse.